So we have an update button and we can actually go to the right URL right here, but right now we're not doing anything on the update page. So we have to figure out what we can actually do. So let's just have a look at our detailed component, because in the detailed component, we actually have one part of the puzzle that we need, and that's away from the route or the URL to actually get the actual ID, just like we did earlier with the details page. So let's just go and grab the activated route again. And we also need the customer service, so let's take that as well and just move that down into the update component right here. What else do we need? Well, we also need on init, we need to go and grab the actual customer we want to update, just like we did with the details page, right? So we just put that in the init right here. Now we don't need a local reference for the customer, so I'll just convert that into a local const right here. So I'll just say const customer, just because I don't need a local reference because it's going to change anyway. So let's just put that in there. There we go. And now what else do we need? Well, we also need a way to kind of use this. So we need a way to list in input fields all the fields that we would like to update. In my case, it's going to be all the fields that I want to be able to add as well. So I can take something from the add component now, because we need the same fields as we have right here. So let's just go and grab this entire form and also the back button actually, and I'll just paste that into the update component right here, because there's actually no difference right here. It's exactly the same thing I want to do, right? I want to show all the different properties that I can update on a customer. Perfect. Let's go back right here. What else do we need? Well, we also need, since we are using in the HTML now, we are using this form group that we built, we of course need to grab the form group. So let's just jump back to the add component and find that form group. It's right up here, customer form. We need that. So we're just going to go and grab all of this, and then I'll just clean it up a little bit. Yeah, I know I'm lazy with the copy pasting. You shouldn't do that a lot, but it's just kind of to speed up some of these videos so I don't have to sit and write everything from scratch. I'm going to need the router again, and I'm going to need these customer form. There we go. And then I'm going to remove the constructor and the onInit because I already have that. And then I'm just going to keep the save for now. There we go. So that actually means now I have a customer form group available with the different form controls that I need to kind of update a new customer. And I actually also have a way to save. Now we'll change that later on. But for now, what we can actually do here is using this customer form that I built, there's a small set here called patch value. And there I can actually go in and I can actually set these values as soon as I init this component. Pretty much meaning that when this component is shown, it's going to go and find the actual customer with the ID just like the details page. And then we want to kind of take that customer and map him into each field up here, right? So it needs a first name, and then we're just going to grab the customer's first name. It's going to need a last name. Let's just copy this. There we go. It's going to need a last name. So let's just go and grab that last name. Oh, let's just clean. There we go. Last name, yoink, yoink. It's going to need an address, yoink, yoink, yoink. And let's just put a semicolon right here. So now we've actually patched the value or set up the values inside the form. Pretty much meaning when we're going to the update page now, if you look at 23, we are starting by getting the ID from the route. Using that ID, 24, we are getting the actual customer from the service, and then we are setting the values inside the form, right? That should be all we have to do. Now let's just comment this out for now. We'll get back to that for actually doing the update inside the actual data source. But let's just get rid of it for now. There we go. And save this. Now, I think that should be it. So let's just try and see if it actually works. So if we go back here and I click the update now, notice it already had the information I need. So there's John. Everything is defined now inside the input fields. We just need to change it. And the same for Bill. Everything is defined inside the input fields. We just need to make the changes. Now again, it won't work right now, so you won't be able to actually do an update, but we'll figure that out in the next lesson. See you next time. Have fun.